The easiest way to avoid burnout and exhaustion in life is to stop pouring from an empty cup. I've just come back from Nigeria, my son's wedding. I had a fantastic time, but there were moments where I had to reflect on life. I met people I hadn't seen in a long, long time. My auntie was one of them. The last time I saw her was maybe 10 years ago. And seeing her at the wedding, I felt sad because she had aged terribly. And I began to wonder what happened, because she's got 5 children and they're doing well. So after the ceremony, I went to visit her and asked after her children, only to be told that she lost contact with them 6 years ago. So in essence, they have not been in touch with her mother and they haven't been taking care of her. I remember when we were all growing up, she did everything for her children. Her children will come back from school, have no chores to do, no housework, no cooking, because their mother did everything. I used to envy them, because when I come back from school, I'll do my homework, I'll do my housework, I will do some cooking. But they never lifted a finger. She was there for them. See, she sacrificed her life for the children. And now that she needs help, she has no one. The children forgot her. She gave everything. Even when she was hungry, she made sure her children were fed. So, in essence, she was helping those children, looking after them from an empty cup. That saddened me, because I know the children are doing well. I know this is a time for them to take care of their mother, but they're not doing so. And I began to wonder, that's what a lot of women do. To give and give and give and forget about you. That's not selflessness. Because I believe that when you are in a selfless mode, people have that assumption that you've looked after yourself before looking after others. But if you haven't been doing that, you've been giving everything to others and you forget about you, I'm sorry, I feel that's self-abuse. Because nobody wins. To be able to help others, your cup needs to be full. And from the overflow, you are able to help others and not expect anything in return. So if you are one of those who like to fix other people's problem, who is the go-to person for everyone, first of all, ask yourself the question, am I looking after me? Because if you fix everybody's problem and forget about you, you are doing a great disservice to yourself. That's not helping you. You need to see yourself as the most important person in your life. And after looking after yourself, after looking after yourself, after taking care of your needs, then you'll be able to say, oh yeah, I can help others. And you will do it willingly. You will do it without expecting anything in return. You'll be able to replenish yourself. You'll be able to nourish yourself. And when you've done that, you are able to serve others, because you can't give what you don't have. I'm repeating this. You cannot give what you do not have. So today, I've got 2 tips for you. If you're the one they go to all the time to ask them, if you are the one people go to for you to solve their problems, I'm not saying don't do that, but think about you too. If you like fixing other people's problems, go inwards to find out, have I done mine? Have I fixed my problem? Have I looked after me? And to begin to do that today, I've got 2 tips for you. One is learning to say no. And the second thing is know your limits. Be honest about your limit. So let's talk about the number 1, learning to say no. Yes, most of the time, we want to solve everybody's problems. We want to help everyone. We want to fix everyone. Learning to say no is not selfish. It takes practice. And it takes maturity to say no. And that maturity allows you not to be guilty when you say, not to feel guilty when you say no. So practice that today. I know it will take time, but practice it. Practice saying no. And if you're still finding it very difficult to say no, you don't have to really you're not obligated to give a response when asked to do something. You can start by saying, I will get back to you later. Saying, I will get back to you later gives you time to reflect on why you need to say no. To reflect if you're taking care of your needs. So, start that today. And the second tip is, be honest about your limit. You're not a superwoman or superman. We all have limits. Even if they say, oh, go out of your comfort zone. That's where growth is. I know that. But you don't want to stress yourself to a breaking point. You will know your limit. And to know your limit, you start setting and establishing boundaries. Your boundary, you set it up. People will respect you for it. It allows you not to be overwhelmed. It allows you not to share yourself everywhere. It allows you not to be too exhausted. And it allows you to foster your relationships. You'll be happier. You'll be healthier. And life will have meaning. So remember, learn to say no. It takes practice, but you will get there. And 2, be honest about your limits, because only you know what you can do. So be honest about it. So if you love videos like this, like this page, and I'll see you in my next video. Remember to take care of you. Bye.